Hey guys, welcome to today's video. It's your girl Laksmy and I am back with a makeup video. So on today's video, like you have seen on the title, I'm going to be doing a tutorial on this look. This is my everyday full coverage makeup look. I do this look every single day for work and I love it, and I finally achieved my perfect concoction basically to achieve my full coverage look. As you guys know, I already suffer from hyperpigmentation and scarring and stuff, so I wanted to, you know, go out there and find the perfect solution, the perfect makeup combination for my skin problems, and your girl found it. So if you guys are interested in watching how I achieve my perfect full coverage look, then stay tuned. Okay guys, so my face is already clean, moisturized, prepped and everything. All I need to do is apply my primer. I'm gonna be using for today this new primer. I did feature this in my Battle of the Boxes video that you guys well, I don't know if you guys saw it, but that I posted previous to this one. This is the Touch in Sol No Pore Blem Prime Essence. I don't really have a favorite primer, so I just use anything I have, anything that I feel, you know, might not over dry my skin and not over oil my skin, if you know what I mean, because I'm already an oily girl. This one is very different. I did say I wanted to try a couple more times just because I only used it once, and I walked into the rain after applying it, so my makeup got completely destroyed, so I couldn't really give a review or an opinion on it, so I'm gonna go ahead and use it now. This is what it looks like. It's like very liquidy. It's like a serum type of a primer. I've never used a primer like this. I'm just gonna rub that in my fingers with my fingertips and just apply it on my skin. Now, like I said before, this is just how I achieve my perfect full coverage everyday glam. I like to be covered completely all the time, so I do this almost every single day. I work at a bank, so I wear makeup every single day, and I feel like this routine has been what's been like the most comfortable for me and for my skin. I get the longest wear out of my makeup, and you already know, your girl is like a full coverage addict. That's just how it is. Guys, look how long my hair is getting. I feel like I can't even believe it. I'm dying though to like go ahead and like wash my hair. I've had it straight for a week and I'm already like just missing my curls so much. I actually am excited because I got in the package, in the mail, a package yesterday. I got my order from Unicurl. I don't know if you guys have heard of that brand. It's relatively new, not super new, but it's not that old. And I've just heard so many people raving about it, and you know your curly girl had to cop. And I'm excited because I think it might be really good for my curls, and it smells so good. So let me know in the comments down below if you guys would like me to do a review or try on or first impressions of it, because I will. All right, now my face is prepped. I like this primer because it leaves like a sticky base on my face, which is great because that means that my makeup is gonna stick and it's gonna last. So it's all good. Now, this is the key to my full coverage sensation. I mixed two foundations. I have a cocktail because I have a very weird gold undertone and it shifts sometimes. Like, it's just the weirdest thing ever. And let me fix my shirt. And I feel like I have not found the brand, the makeup company who just can just ace my complexion, my tone to the T. So I always have to concoct, which I don't even care because it is what it is. So I'm gonna use a high-end and a drugstore foundation. It's gonna be these two guys right here. These are my favorite foundations. This is like my everyday full coverage foundation, and this is like my bougie days full coverage foundation. But when I wanna just have like the perfect, I mix both of them. So I use mainly this one. This is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup foundation or whatever. This one is on the pricier side. I am in the shade 5W 1.5 Cinnamon. I will leave the price link down below. I believe this is $48 if I'm not mistaken. 46, 48, but it's almost 50 bucks. So just round it up to $50. And this one is the Maybelline 24-hour stay. I think that's just the name, 24 hours. Yeah, and I am in, now this one I do get different shades because I am in the middle of 320 and 312. So any shade in the middle I use. That's how crazy my undertone and my shades are. Like it's crazy, but sometimes I mix them. And I just finished using this one, which is 320 Honey. I went a little bit lighter because I feel like this one was turning too orange on me after a while. So I'm now doing a 312. Now this one is just to sort of lighten up my darker foundations a little bit, just because, like I said, it's hard for me to find the perfect one, so I have to make a cocktail. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and shake them well, because you know that mattifying, oh, and they're both matte foundations. They're both matte, both very full coverage. You have to shake them well. And I'm gonna just get this little mirror that I use to mix my foundations. Woo! You know what? I'm always freaking staining my clothes with foundation, and it really pisses me off because, like, really? So I'm gonna use this amount for the, I'm showing you my whole studio, for the Estee Lauder, and then I'm gonna do 3 pumps. 3 pumps of the Maybelline. 1, 2, you know what? Yeah, 3. I did 3 pumps, and you can see that the other one is lighter, but once I mix them in, it, you know, forms my perfect shade. It will look a little bit funky at the beginning just because these do oxidize, so that when you buy foundations like this, you have to keep that in mind. You can't buy the one that's your actual shade right then and there when you first apply, because it will turn. So you have to buy one that's a little bit lighter so it turns a little darker. I'm gonna go ahead with this brush from e.l.f. Cosmetics and just blend that in, and then just start applying it to my face. And I use the same mirror just to see what I'm doing. And I'm gonna go ahead and apply. Now it looks a little lighter, like I said, don't freak out. It will oxidize, it will all blend in, and it will all look unified. I won't be looking this crazy the whole time. I feel like both of these foundations, they don't really have a scent, but then they do, if that makes any sense. I'm just going ahead and scooping the rest of whatever's on my mirror tray. Now I'm gonna go ahead again and get a little bit more of that Estee Lauder just to top it off, just because I didn't really put my normal amount. So I'm just gonna get a little bit on the brush, mix it in with whatever's left, and go over my troublesome areas, the parts where I have like the most hyperpigmentation. Oh, if you guys want to know about these little mirror trays, they have these little things here. I got these at the Dollar Tree for $1, okay? So go copy yourself a little mirror and mix your foundation, boo, because I'm gonna bring that all the way down. As you can see, it's already looking, you know, more like my skin. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with my beauty sponge. This one is also by e.l.f. I did talk about this one in one of my previous videos. This one is $6. It's the most fluffiest, amazingest, juiciest sponge ever. And I'm just gonna basically pick up whatever's left with the butt of the sponge and start blending that into my skin, just pressing it in. I like to apply it with my brush first, like distribute it throughout my face with my brush, and then blend it in with a sponge. I cannot even believe that I've become such a sponge junkie. Like, it's crazy, because I used to be like, what? Why do people use a sponge on their face? It's gonna suck up all their makeup. This one is dampened though. That's why it's so big and fluffy. But the good thing about this beauty sponge is that even if you don't dampen it, even if you don't wet it at all, it's still this soft. Like, honestly, I feel like the water just makes it grow, but it's still that soft even if you don't wet it. So it's amazing. I honestly recommend this sponge. Like, you guys seriously have to go get this sponge. Like, oh my gosh. And it's $6. Like, come through, elf. Like, seriously, save some money. I'm gonna try to blend it in as much as I can with my hairline. Now, unfortunately, I do have really bad blemishes right now because your girl is on her period. So your girl is breaking out. So you know, it's gonna show. Like, some of my bumps are gonna show under the foundation, but it doesn't really matter because it is what it is. Oh my god, I just love bouncing this sponge on my face. Like, I don't ever want to stop. Oh my god, so my kids are finally on vacation. They their last day of school was yesterday, and I'm so freaking happy because now I don't have to rush to drop them off at daycare in the mornings. Like, normally I should have been dropped them off already by 7:45. It's 7:47, and then rush back home to finish doing my makeup. But now it's like perfect. Now I can just drop them off later and be at work at 8:45 on time, and it's just perfect. It's just amazingness. All right, so I am done putting in my foundation. I'm gonna actually go ahead, and this is what I like to do. This is just my preference because I just like a very, very full coverage look, and this is the whole point of this video. I'm teaching you guys my full coverage routine. I'm gonna go ahead with the brush again, and I'm gonna pick up some more of that Estee Lauder foundation, and I'm gonna target just those troublesome spots and places on my face that have like really dark and bad hyperpigmentation, just because I want to just blur them out as much as I can. So I'm just gonna go here. Like, my chin area is like my problem area, honestly. Like, it's just the marks there have gone so, like, they were so bad. They've gotten a lot better, I'm not even gonna lie, because if you just saw my skin and you looked at my video that I had before with my skin struggles, you'll be like, girl, you came a long way and then some. But you know, I just like to make sure that's extra full covered because you already know. Now, I don't use I don't use powder all over my face. I still have not found the powder that matches my skin tone. So I don't use powders. I've tried loose powders, setting powders, baking powders, baby powder. Like, I've tried all powders, and there's always they always like oxidize very like weird on me, and then make me look like a nutcase. So I don't really use powders. Now, Estee Lauder did just release the Double Wear face powder. It's $42. And I think I really want to cop it though, because, you know, a full coverage powder, like, I'm so down. And I love this foundation. This is one of my favorite. Honestly, it's my favorite foundation. My favorite high-end foundation. I have like 3. It's gonna be, this one is the first one for sure, because it's the most full coverage one, and it does not transfer. Like, once it sets, you don't have that transfer issue when it comes to like your clothes and stuff like that. Then it's gonna be Fenty Beauty Pro Filter. Love that foundation. And lastly is gonna be Lancome Teinte Idole, I think that's what it's called. That foundation is so freaking good. Honestly, that's one of my favorite everyday foundations. It's just that I stopped using it because I started trying other things, and I discovered this one afterwards. So I've stuck with that one. All right, so I am done. My brows is looking dirty, but it's all Gucci. I did get my eyebrows ombre, so I'm not really gonna like pencil them in or do anything. I'm just gonna clean them up with a wet paper towel. That's like a wet Bounty. I'm gonna just clean them up. My lips are dirty with foundation, but it's all Gucci. It's all Gucci. I'm gonna move on to my concealer, and this has become my ultimate favorite concealer of late. It's so full coverage. It's so freaking good. It's so what's the word, moisturizing, and it's so thick. I love thick concealers. This one is the e.l.f. Cosmetics 16-hour Camel Concealer. You guys already know the fuss with this. You guys have heard about it. I'm sure you guys have seen the videos. You guys have seen people like Jeffree Star end up loving this stuff. So, you know, It's a real deal. I'm gonna go ahead and just put this under my eyes. Now I do use a very light shade just because I love that effect of, you know, like an illuminated under eye. So I use a lighter shade. Now I don't normally use a shade as light as this one. The thing is that they don't have all the shades available in stores, and I've been to multiple stores and they don't have like the deeper shades. You have to order those online, and I hate ordering shit online. Like makeup that has to be matched to my complexion, I hate ordering it online. If it's eyeshadow palettes and stuff like that, yes, I'm all for it, but like makeup that I have to like match, I cannot. I always mess it up, and then I just hate returning stuff, and I just, you know, it ended up expiring in a drawer because I don't return it and I don't use it. So yeah, I'm gonna go in with a dampen beauty blender. Somebody's calling me. Oh, it's just a message. I'm gonna go in with a dampened beauty blender, and I'm gonna just blend that in. Look at this. I love how I'm picking up this mirror when I have a Jeffree Star one down there, but whatever, this is what we got right now. And I'm just gonna blend this in all the way. And this is just gonna be like a simple glam, like I said. Like I'm not gonna really be doing, I'm gonna actually move some of that up to my lid to prime my lid for my shadow. Let me clean this mirror just because it has some residue. There you go. I don't know what's going on with me, y'all. Like, excuse the noise in the back. The garbage people, I guess, are picking up the garbage, and they gotta be extra loud at freaking 8 in the morning for some reason. I don't know what's going on with me and my sponges. I'm like really destroying my sponges of late. Like they're all like ripped and like almost breaking in half. I don't know if it's because when I wash them, I like sink my nails into them. I don't even know what's going on, but it's like really upsetting me because this one is like 20 bucks and it already, like, look at this. It's a wreck. Does this happen to you guys as well, or is it just me? Am I the only like sponge destroyer here? Because like, Jesus. So a little bit goes a long way with this concealer. I will tell you that right now. I am a die-hard Tarte Shape Tape concealer, you know, lover. But this one though, I feel like it does have a lot more coverage than that one. So a little bit does go a long way. Like look at my under eye. Like, it's crazy. And it's so thick. So if you're not trying to go for a full-blown crazy glam, then just, you know, take it easy. Take it easy. All right, so to set my under eye, I'm gonna go in with my Kylie Cosmetics setting powder in the shade Translucent. In Translucent or whatever. Okay, this one has become quickly one of my favorite powders. It's so good. And it's so illuminating. Like it's amazing. It's a very thick powder. A little bit goes a long way. It's just, I don't know how to explain it. It's so milky. It's weird to say that, you know, powder is milky, but it's a very milky powder. So I'm gonna pick that up and I'm gonna bake, because I bake every single day. You saw that one little bit. Look how far I can drag this. Like, now the one thing that I'm gonna say about this powder, I noticed it has a weird scent to it that it's a bit nauseating to me. I don't know if it's just me, but it has a funky scent. Like, it really does. I don't like scented powders. I didn't even know you could, you know, add scent to a powder. I mean, I don't know, but I don't like scented powders. I'm just gonna bake under my eyes. I'm not gonna do the whole chiselness situation just because I don't do that on a daily basis. I only do that when I'm going full glam, and today I'm not going full glam. I'm gonna let this simmer in for a little bit, and I'm gonna go in with bronzing, and I'm gonna bronze with my favorite bronzer for the past couple months, and this is the Morphe Glam Bronze Bronzer in the shade Phenom. This is the darkest one. I think they have 3 from this line, and this is the darkest one. This is what this beauty looks like. And I'm gonna go in with this little brush by Laksmy. This is the 512 small contouring brush. I know, I've fallen in love with this. I can't even believe I'm contouring with a brush like this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just tap that a little bit in the middle and start buffing it in on my cheekbones, under my cheekbones. Who is texting me? Okay. My phone is like going off like crazy. So this is what I like to do. I lightly start buffing because this is pigmented. Okay, like this pigment on this like bronzer is okay, pretty much. Now I do go over it with a different lighter bronzer just to like buff out the intensity that this one has. I'm gonna bring that up to my hairline. I don't like to really bronze my forehead that much, so I'm not gonna do it this time. So the key to this thing is to blend your life away. Like seriously, circular motions, blend, blend, blend. I feel like using a small precision brush is like the best thing ever. I used to use like the really, really big ones, and I feel like my face was just a hot mess at all times. A small one really does make a difference. And like I said, I am gonna go over it with a lighter one just to buff it out a little bit. Now I'm gonna go in and try to chisel my nose a tiny little bit. Not even a big deal. I don't really do much to my nose. I used to be so self-conscious about my nose, and at this point it's like one of my favorite features in my face. Excuse my daughter, she's crying in the back for no reason. My 3-year-old is like on a roll of late. Okay, so now I'm gonna grab, I forgot to grab my, where is it? Okay, if you guys have been on my channel for a while, before I got all my bunch of brushes, this one was always my favorite one to contour. So I'm gonna get a little bit, just tap it very lightly, just tap it once in the middle, and I'm gonna start contouring under my jawline, just because I have like a little turkey neck and I wanna hide it because just very lightly. I'm not gonna go all ham. Alrighty, so we're gonna go ahead and remove this bake because I already feel my under eyes just drying, because that's one thing about this. Kylie's powders are wow, like they're really, really like, yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead with this brush. This is a Doe Color and Bianca, Beauty by Bianca collaboration brush. And I'm gonna go ahead and use it to remove my bake. Very lightly, and then not lightly. Just buff that in and buff it out. Yes, I'm here for this bake. I really like that powder though, I'm not even gonna lie. Like I haven't tried any of her other powders, but that translucent one is just amazing for baking. And I feel like my under eye stays so illuminated and so nice and so beautiful for like throughout the day. It's everything. So I'm gonna go in with the other bronzer that I mentioned, which is gonna be this one. This is a drugstore bronzer. This is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Bronzed Bronzer, and this one is in the shade Sunkiss, I think it is. No, this one is in the shade 02 medium. So I'm gonna go in with this brush. This is another brush from that collection, and I'm just gonna tap in there and just run over my previously contoured cheeks, just to buff it out a little bit so it's not so strong. And then I'm gonna go in on my forehead with it, just to give my forehead some dimension. I'm gonna go in on my under cheeks, my jaw, under my jawline. I'm such a weirdo. I be making up these words, you guys. How do y'all deal with me? Alrighty, so basically that is my face. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move on to my eyes really quickly and then finish with my blush, highlight, and then lip. Okay, so for my eyes, I'm gonna be using a combination of two palettes. It is gonna be these two right here. These are the Tarte eyeshadow palettes. One of them is Rainforest of the Sea Volume 3. The other one is the BU Naturally. They have similar color schemes, very neutral, very, you know, but one of them is mainly matte and the other one is mainly shimmers. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab, where is it? I'm gonna grab this brush by Doe Color and I'm gonna go into the BU Naturally, and I'm gonna go into this brown right here. This one, if I'm not mistaken, is called Daybreak. I'm gonna go into that color and then just basically put it on the crease. I'm just basically putting that on the crease and then connecting it to the lower part of my lid. I always suck at explaining what I'm doing for some reason, but you guys can see what I'm doing, right? Y'all can see what I'm doing, right? So I'm basically just creating that little smoky effect, and I'm bringing it up on my crease and blending it in. I'm gonna go ahead and do that with the other eye. It's so crazy because when I first started doing makeup, I used to be terrified of doing anything with the eyes. Like, I used to be a mascara, maybe eyeliner kind of girl. Not even like top eyeliner, like under eyeliner. And I used to just keep it moving. Like, that was just it. That was my limits. You know, I was always a lipstick kind of girl. Always loved blushes. But I never, ever, ever dared to like touch my eyes just because I feel like I was just so bad at it. Mom duty never stops, even when I'm filming. Jesus, what time is it? Okay, I got time. I got 45 minutes, so let me finish this video. This video is already over 20 minutes long. That's crazy. All right, so this is what I'm doing. I'm just gonna even them out. Go ahead and do a little effect to the eyes. And it's gonna be a very simple eye look. Like I said, this is my every single day makeup look. Full coverage makeup look. I like to keep my eyes nice and neutral. Okay. All right, so after I did that to my eyes, I'm gonna go in with, where is it? I'm gonna go in with the other palette, the other Tarte palette, which is Rainforest of the Sea Volume 3. And with a little fluffy blending brush. This is the Jeffree Star Cosmetics JS6 eyeshadow brush. I'm gonna pick up this guy right here. And this one is Escape. It's a very nice gold shade. I'm gonna pick that up. And I'm also gonna mix it with this one, which is Jewel. This brown goldy shade. And I'm just gonna put that in the center and in the middle corner, like inner corner of my eye. On the lid, sorry, on the lid. So this is like my go-to thing. And I don't always use just this palette. I like to use a brown outer corner and then like a nice gold shimmer on the inside, just to give it like a pop of shine. And it's not that like just dull and brown and, you know, basic. But if you want to skip this step, you can totally skip it. This is just what I like to do. And believe it or not, I do wear this makeup look almost every single day. I feel like this palette, both of them, they are so pigmented. Like, the color payoff is so good. It's insane. All right, so I'm gonna go back in with that little blending brush from Doe Color just to deepen the crease again after I applied my shimmer. It's just gonna be very, very light just to blend it all together so it doesn't look like it's separated, you know, because we don't want harsh edges and harsh lines. We want everything to look nice and unified. I love these brushes by Doe Color. Shatea, if you're watching this video, I love you, boo. Thank you for putting me on, because me love these. They're so, so good. And they're so beautiful, and they feel so expensive, and they really weren't that expensive. Alrighty, so this is what my eye look is looking like. And now I'm actually gonna go in with some of that brown under, but I'm gonna go ahead and proceed to do my blush. For my blush, I'm gonna go in, well, no, wait, sorry, hold up. I have to go in with this first. I do this every single time just because I like an illuminated under eye. This is the Dragon Beauty Transformation Face Powder. And where's my brush? Okay, and I'm gonna go in with this brush by Doe Color, the one that I used to remove the bake, and I'm basically gonna lightly tap into both shades and apply that under my eye just to like brighten it up a little bit. I did not think I was gonna like these powders as much as I do, but I do. Like, wow. I definitely want to repurchase, just restock just to have it there. It did come, I bought the egg, so it did come with the potion. I don't know if I'm using too much of it or if I'm not using it right, but I feel like it just, it shows at the end of the day, like it peeks through like the orange shade. So I don't know, I don't really, like, I'm not really fond of it, but you know, it is what it is. For blush, I'm gonna go in with one of my current favorite ones, and it's gonna be this one by Kylie Cosmetics, and this one is Baddie on the Block. This one is one of her most famous blushes, and with a reason. Look how beautiful that shade is. It's like the perfect pink shade. Wow, it matches my nails almost. Oh, I got something in my eye. Alrighty, and I'm gonna, where is my blush brush? Okay, I'm gonna go in with this brush by Jeffree Star and Morphe. This is the JS2 fluffy brush, I guess, and I normally use this one for my blush. So I'm gonna just tap into this blush and apply. Now, what I love about this blush is that it's so buildable. Like, it's very light, so you can build it up to whatever shade or, you know, intensity you want it to. Like, look how subtle and beautiful that looks. Now, I do like to put blush on my nose. That's just a personal preference. You guys don't gotta do that. I just like the feeling of having just like a rosy like face. And like I said, I am a blushaholic, so I go hard on the blush. Don't judge me. Alrighty. So my blush is done. Now I'm gonna move on to mascara. I know I do things in a weird order, but that's just how I roll. I don't like to do liquid eyeliner. I only do liquid eyeliner when I'm going ham. And today I'm not going ham. This is just my regular, everyday. Why is my bra start showing like, ugh, jeez, you're embarrassing me. So I'm gonna go in with one of my favorite ones right now. This is the ColourPop Cosmetics BFF Volumizing Mascara in the shade Black. I have all shades, love them. They're the best mascaras ever. Like, they're so, so good. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna do bottom and top lashes with this girl. And this one is in the shade Black, but I think it has an actual name. It's called, oh, Black on Black. And I'm just gonna go ahead and apply my mascara. Now, I have a question. Every time I apply mascara, it doesn't matter where I hold the wand, how I hold my head, like, nothing matters. I always tend to like dirty my eyeshadow, like my lid. Does that happen to everybody else? What tips do you guys have to like prevent that from happening? Because a girl wants to know how she can stop messing up her makeup. You see, there it is. Pisses me off, but whatever. We're gonna just rock it. All this was just one dunk, you guys. One dunk of the mascara. And it's still going. Alrighty, our mascara is on and popping. Now I'm gonna go in, if I can find it, I didn't grab it. I'm going to go in with this little tiny brush. I like to show you guys on my forehead because it's big enough to show. With this little brush, and I'm gonna pick up that shade again, that brown shade. And I'm gonna do the bottom portion of my eyes. I know I like to do it after the mascara. It's just more comfortable for me. I don't know why. Like it just works for me. And I'm just gonna lightly do this and dust this under my eye, all around, and connect it to the top part. And very, very lightly, just because this is brown and I don't want to, you know, give off that impression that I have like dark circles and stuff. There we go. Alrighty, so we're gonna move on to highlighter. Now, I do have very, like, you know, beautiful high-end highlighters. This one is also high-end. This is not, well, high-end. It's Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is their glow kit in sun dipped, but it's destroyed because I love it. I'm gonna go in with my Jeffree Star highlighter brush. This is the JS4. This is his collaboration with Morphe. This is what it looks like. I've washed this several times. It wasn't this fluffy. It got this fluffy because when you wash it, and it's goat hair, it just gets like that for some reason. And I'm gonna do a mixture of bronze and summer, which are my two favorite shades. Clearly bronze is my most favorite shade because I already hit pan and then some. I'm gonna go in and then just tap it once and just start applying my highlighter. And I'm gonna go in with summer, and I'm gonna just lightly buff this under my brow bone, or on my brow bone, just to, you know, brighten that up. I'm going back into bronzed and summer. And I like to go ham on my highlighter. I like to look illuminated. I like to look like a goddess of shine. I just love to feel bronzed and shiny and glistening and just at all times. And a little bit over here, just to illuminate that brow bone. You know what? I feel like this side is not as illuminated. Let's illuminate it a little bit more. There we go. Now we're talking, boo. What's up? Let me fix my nose ring. She cute. So now I'm gonna go in with my inner corner highlight, and I'm gonna go in with, where is she? This highlighting palette right here. This one is by Kylie Cosmetics. This is the collaboration, not collaboration, the collection that she did for her daughter Stormy. This is the Storm collection. And I'm gonna go in with this nice little white shade here. I don't have the name for it. It got, you know, erased or whatever. And I'm gonna take this little flat brush and just tap in there and apply this to the inner corner of my eyes for some highlighting. Just very lightly. You see the difference? Yeah, you see the difference. we go. Okay, you guys, we're almost done. We're almost done. Now, all I have left is to do my lip and to apply my setting spray. I'm just gonna clean up a little bit of excess foundation. And I'm gonna go in with my favorite lip gloss of all time, right here. Right here. This is the Fenty Beauty lip balm, or not, wait, lip gloss balm or gloss balm, and this one is in the shade Fenty Glow. This is like the brown one, nude ones, you know, whatever. She has, I think, 3, maybe she released a 4th one, I don't remember. I do have 2 of them. I didn't get the white one because I don't know, it's not my thing. I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this on my lips and just go for it. Oh my god, I love this freaking lip gloss. It smells so good. It's not sticky at all. It's so like, it's so juicy. I love it. That's the word, juicy. It's so like moisturizing, juicy, yummy. It smells like fruits. It's just delicious. Alrighty, so we're down to our very last step, which is setting spray. And my current favorite one right now, gotta come through, is this one by Kylie Cosmetics. This is just her regular setting spray. It smells like rose water, so I think there might be some rose water in there. I don't know, but regardless of, I'm gonna leave the prices of the items listed down below for you guys, and you know, you guys can check it out if you want to buy them yourself. Oh my god, Jessica, you're so nice. My coworker just texted me and said that she picked us up some oatmeal. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just spray this all over my face. I like to go ham just because I want my makeup to last and because that one smells really freaking good. So, you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna go ahead and fan this. I do have a fan. Oh, it smells, I feel like your face stays smelling like rose water. Like, it's so, so delicious and so refreshing. Now, just to be sure, I'm gonna go in with this clean Jeffree Star Morphe sponge, and I'm just gonna press in whatever's left. Make sure my face absorbs everything. All right, my love, so this is the completed look. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what are your tips for achieving a nice full coverage glam. Like I said before, this is my everyday makeup look and my everyday full coverage makeup look. If you guys like this video, please don't forget to give your girl a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.